Hi everybody, it's Ann Patchett at Parnassus Books, and if you haven't read this book, it's a new book to you. All right, today we're talking about Irish fiction. The All of It by Jeanette Hayne was not written by an Irish person, but Jeanette Hayne published this book in 1986 when she was in her 60s. It was her first novel. She was a classical pianist. I found this book, actually I didn't find it, Miley Malloy found it when Miley and I were on vacation together and we were in a used bookstore, and she pulled it out of a box and she said, "You have to read this book." And I read it and I fell in love with it, and I got HarperCollins, my publisher, but also Jeanette's publisher, to put it back in print, and I wrote a new introduction to it. And for the first several years Parnassus Books was open, this was our best-selling title. We kept a big stack of it by the cash register, and just anybody who checked out, we said, "Have you read this book?" And if they hadn't, they would buy it, and everybody came back and bought 10 more copies of it. So this is a tiny, compelling, can't put it down Irish story. Which brings me to the book that I can't stop talking about, Foster by Claire Keegan, another Irish story that is incredibly tiny, and it was published in 2010 in Ireland. It's just come out here because her last book, Small Things Like These, did so well. So they took this tiny thing that's a novella and made it into a really beautiful package book, and I love this one even more. This is really going to go down as one of my favorite books of the year. But neither of these books are the book that I've come to talk to you about. The book I want to talk to you about is William Trevor's The Story of Lucy Gault. I read this book when it came out in the early 2000s, and I have always thought of it as one of my favorite books. Now, normally when I do these videos, I don't have the time to go back and reread the books that I'm talking about, but in this case, I got an extra week and I did get to reread it. And oh my gosh, this book is so spectacular and so strange. It's about a family, an English family, living in Ireland, and they are in danger. This is in the early 1900s. There's some people who want to burn down their house with them in it, and so the family decides to leave Ireland, and the daughter, Lucy Galt, who is 8 years old, is furious about it. There is an accident, and then it covers all of her life. William Trevor is mostly known for his short stories, but I am a big fan of his novels, which are very short. Fools of Fortune is the other one that I really love. But please, all three of these, I can't even say like especially one or the other. Read all three of these. And if you read all three of these, they're still shorter than one average novel. Next week, more Irish fiction. Tune in. Thanks so much.